gonna go with Greg Olsen because if anything, the Patriots game teach you that a successful tight end can make this definitely a ball game, close ball game, and everything like that. So
that's two different animals.
Yeah, it's two different animals. Gronk is a beast, but Olsen
is what's the word you look for? Deceptively fast.
Yeah,
he's deceptively fast. Where Gronk is just big and ridiculous. This guy's big, ridiculous. He's not. He's big and tall wise, and he's fast. He's that deceptive.
So basically, Rob Gronkowski is Matt Truck. And
Rob Gronkowski is a semi-trailer pulling a yacht, is what he is. Yeah. Greg Olsen is a semi-trailer with no trailer on, or semi with no trailer on the back of it.
Yeah.
So you can go a little faster.
Now, as far as for Carolina, I'm gonna go with their defensive line. You got to put pressure on Denver's offensive line because it's not been the best. It's been good so far this postseason, so hopefully that continues.
They played well.
They played well.
But you played two banged up kind of defenses. So.
Yeah, so this is going to be a test for them. So that line's got to hold up, and I can already see probably they bring a couple more tight ends for a little bit more blocking.
1 versus 4.
Yeah, so this got to be on Carolina. Put some pressure on them. And get the Peyton because you already know Peyton is he's going to fall down or try to get the ball away. So either way.
As long as he don't run backwards like he fucking did 2 weeks ago. I'm like, just fall down, you idiot. Don't let you lean your head. He leaned his head and the head traveled him 10 yards backwards.
Just fall
Every
down.
time he leaned his head, is momentum of his head moving. Carried him backwards. I'm like, Peyton, just fall down, dude.
Fall down.
Let's just fall down. Don't try running anywhere.
All right.
Fall forward. Just lean your head over. You'll gain 3 yards.
We got one more commercial break, and then we're going into clutch time.
Commercial breaks.
All right. I'm going to take this one first. What will be the worst commercial? Let me take this first, and y'all probably will agree. NFL last year, and I get why they do it. Don't get me wrong. I would never, do something like that.
Are you about to beat this with a dead horse? Did I just say beat? Oh, damn.
Yeah, I mean, this domestic violence during the biggest football game of the year has got to stop.
You know why they do it, right?
I know.
So men fans of the losing team will not beat their women after the game.
Apparently, but I'm just saying.
You like that one?
Yeah, it was great. Listen,
Steve
watch
that one,
football. I don't. This is like when you know how you watch those third world commercials and you're into something and it just comes on, you just get puppy eyes and you just feel terrible. Like it makes you feel like less of a human being just to sit there and like, why, just for $1. You can afford $1 just to feed 3 refugees. It's like, listen, I'm a terrible human being enough just not to give $1. I'm sorry, but please, I don't want to sit there and where it's like no more. Remember that last year, Steve? No more. No more. Yeah. No more. I'm like, listen, no more of these commercials, man. During Super Bowl. I'm trying to watch football. I can't defend what Ray Rice did. I'm sorry. I can't. Nobody can. But when you got drunken people that's watching the Super Bowl and eating wings and probably a good football game coming on, the last thing they need to be reminded of is domestic violence. Show that commercial after the game is over. Please. But I know they probably...
The chances are if there's beer involved and the other team...
I'm telling you, it's to put on there to remind...
Period.
And they always have it during the fourth quarter, so whoever team's losing, they're like, hey, don't beat the shit out your wife. Or your girlfriend because your team lost. That's what they do it for, I'm telling you.
So do y'all agree with this, or do y'all want to add another worst commercial? Or
Allstate.
I agree with you.
No, I'm just kidding. Geico. That fucking lizard. They changed his voice. I'm pissed about that shit, too.
You know what? I will pisses me off. I don't know if you've noticed. Like, maybe it's just me, but the Affleck Doug, it's not the same voice anymore.
No, Gilbert Gottfried got kicked off after. He
got
kicked. He got booted from the Duck when he did something stupid.
Because I was like, I know it's not him, so I was like,
he got arrested for doing something stupid, and I guess the guy that did the Geico Gecko got arrested too because that's a different fucking voice.
Yeah,
pisses me off.
I'm telling you, man.
Honestly, I'd rather see Flo than a fucking little notebook, walk across. Oh yeah, pack my own bags this time and look at the good ones. Shut up.
Szechuan chicken. The guy puts in fucking chicken into his apartment. I'll have it in an apartment. You're a fucking wizard.
Yeah, trust me. I know there are gonna be some bad Super Bowl commercials, but the domestic violence stuff, we get it why you do it. Don't get me wrong, but it's just one of those like Buzz Killingsworth.
Look at God.
You just killed my Buzz, man. Like,
look here, Cortez doesn't condone beating women, but he's just tired of seeing commercials on it.
Exactly. I love all.
We know better. We know better.
Women, I love you. So
sometimes y'all are just never mind.
No more. So no more of that. I think we all agree on that and other commercials, insurance commercials. So. All right, this is going into the last drive, and wow, we're going on 2 hours.
2-minute warning.
Yeah, 2-minute warning. So the question will be, or the statement will be, I want you to fill in the blank, and we have Steve go first and tell us why. Your Super Bowl champion will be blank and why.
I'll be honest with you. This is everybody asks me this every time. And then my answer says stay the same. I don't care who wins the Super Bowl. Because I get to watch Peyton Manning, and I want to see him go out a champion. I really do. But I hope he goes out like Elway did, or Jerome Bettis did. Or I would care less if Cam Newton won, donning a new king of the new school cats. So that's my answer. I don't care.
I don't care. I like that. So
I don't care. I truthfully, Cortez, I really do want to see Peyton go out on top. But truth be told, I really don't care who wins because it's two really good. I mean, new school versus the old school, man. You really can't go wrong, man.
No, you can't. You can't. Kevin?
I don't care either, but I'll at least tell you who I think is going to win. I actually think Denver is going to win. There's one of those things. There's times in games and times during spots in seasons where you go, okay, this team is destined to do something where you win. This team is destined to win a title. And when Brock went down and Peyton comes in and they make the playoffs and they get the number 1 seed because Peyton comes in and leaves them, that's that little moment where you go, okay, there's something flipping going on here that just ain't right. You don't write this kind of stuff. This stuff just don't happen. And this is one of those things to where I think it's just one of those things I got in my gut that this is the one thing, this is where Denver actually sends Peyton off the right way, and this is where they win. Really, I don't care who wins. I just hope for a good ball game and no blowout on either side, but I think Denver wins just because they've had that moment where you're like, no.
I remember when we did a podcast at the beginning of the season, and I had Denver getting to the AFC Championship game to lose to the Colts, and I was like, Peyton's going to be solid, but I don't think he's going to be as good as he needs to be, and then he can just, retire and everything like that. But watching this team and actually going to fly out there to watch and play the Vikings and experience that whole vibe out there was amazing. And this team has been through any and every kind of adversity that they have been through this season with the whole Peyton Manning injury and throwing 9 touchdowns and 17 interceptions and
a lot of interceptions.
Him
and Blake were visiting each other.
The HGH allegations.
Which is, hold on. You can't have HGH allegations against a guy with a dad bod. It just don't unless he was injecting them into his head.
I don't know. Like when you look at Peyton Manning's head. I saw a picture when he was younger. His head was pretty damn big back then too. I think he had
his
more
head's
hair
huge.
He had more hair cover. I noticed it earlier. That's what it was. He had more hair cover than that big ass forehead.
Yeah, his head's always been huge.
Yeah, his head's been huge.
His head's always been huge.
But let me just say, man, it's just something special about this team, man. This defense is willing this team to victory, man. There's been some games that I watch, and it's been eyesore to watch. Like, just for example, man, they beat the Bears 17-15. That was an eyesore. Just beating the Chargers 27-20 at the end of the season, where Peyton comes back in, like Kevin mentioned. This team has been through so much adversity that I think they're tested and they're ready.
It's moments.
It's moments there. No, not discrediting what Carolina has done. Carolina has done a wonderful job getting to the Super Bowl. They ran through it, and Cam Newton is definitely. I can see him getting back to many Super Bowls. He's just one heck of a talent. But there's something about me, man, where you got Von Miller, who's finally healthy. You got Chris Harris Jr. that didn't play in that last Super Bowl. They're mad, man, that they didn't get to experience that and whatnot. So I got Denver winning. To me, I respect Carolina where it's going to be a close game. I think it's going to be 23-17. And I think Cam Newton is he's going to feel a lot of pressure. I think he's going to make some nice plays that you're going to be like, wow, that's just amazing. But I think Denver can pull it out. A lot. That's why I tell people. I know a lot of people have been asking me about the prediction. Like, listen, I don't want to predict the game because I'm doing the podcast and I'm my team is in it, so I'm not trying to put that pressure. Because when I did that 2 years ago and I was bragging them up, there was one guy who sit on the mess of the chair over here was telling me like, Carolina's got a good defense, man. You might
Seattle.
Yeah, Seattle's got a good defense, man. You might want to simmer down a little bit, man. You might want to give them a little bit of respect. Like, well, we got number one offense, man. We breaking records. We doing this, blah, blah.
And now he's saying defense wins championship.
And when your number one offense in that NFL that year only put up 8 points, you get a big reality check and realize that you need to do things the other way, like bringing DeMarcus Ware and bringing T.J. Ward and bringing Akil Talib. So they did do that, and I got them winning it. And yeah, so I think they can pull it out. But like I said, if Carolina does win it, I'm gonna give them mad respect, and they do deserve it. Cam do deserve it. This is it's been a great story to watch Carolina this year, and like Steve said and Kevin said, I wouldn't feel some kind of ill will if Carolina wins it. I might feel ill will like after 2 weeks, but then I come to the realization that Carolina's one heck of a team and they deserve to win. So.
I don't want Carolina to win because I don't want to win shit before us.
All right.
Yeah, there you go.
Gentlemen, we are at 2 hours of podcasting. Holy bejesus.
I told you.
A lot's been going on.
I told you it was going to go until 10 o'clock. Now I can go watch Lip Sync Battle.
Ladies and gentlemen, make sure you stay tuned for Cortez and Kevin and Steve throughout the week. You can follow the Twitter podcast.
You know who's on Lip Sync Battle tonight, right?
Tebow.
It's flipping Tebow time for Lip Sync Battle.
That's right.
Cortez is staying up and watching.
I'm watching a little bit of it.
Let me go turn this shit on.
All right, so you can follow the Twitter page. You can go to @BallsNotCourt. You can follow all the content there. You can follow me at @CP.
Kevin C 2415.
What he said.
Oh,
Steve.
Follow me at Hail to Michigan 1.
All right. Make sure you follow the podcast page at
Thank God he didn't talk
Facebook.
about that crap.
Facebook, you just go to go ahead and just throw in the search bar and just type in Balls Not Court Podcast. Give us a like. We are also on Podomatic. You can just type in @CP.podomatic.com. We're also on iTunes, TuneIn Radio, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, Spreaker, Windows, and many other sites that we're on. So, Steve, you want to give a shout out? Because I know you want to give a shout out. Go ahead and do it.
Just want to give a shout out to my number 6 ranked Michigan Wolverines International Signing Day, and shout out to Mr. Jim Harbaugh bringing home Rashawn Gary. Cortez, you.
I was there
You're with me. Watching.
I was
watching
there.
me.